But to get this up to 11,000 at full throttle takes balls so big that you shouldn't be able to get your legs over this. Okay. Oh my god! Code brown. Code brown. That was my first wheelie. So, criticism of this bike is that it is so powerful. 140, I'll just turn it off actually. 145 horsepower. And yeah, I'm 110 kilograms with my rucksack and all my gear on. And this, even on a downhill, can make me pop a wheelie. With really not trying to pop a wheelie. So the thing is with this, it revs so high. Again, I'm coming from a kind of a cruiser motorbike background, that this going up to 11,000 RPM is terrifying. It's exhilarating, it's amazing, but it's also absolutely terrifying. So with this, there's the speedometer, or the tachometer, the revs, go from, you're around about 2,000 as you're rolling, and then it goes up to about 6,000, which at 6,000 you're like, holy shit, that's amazing. Wow, that's amazing. But then you've still got another 5,000 revs to go. And what happens is around about 6,000, around about 6 to 7, there's a bit of a lull in the torque. And you kind of think, and that's where you think, oh, time to change gear. But what's happening, it's just like it's spooling up to go to the next level of warp speed, taking it from 7 up to 11,000. You need balls so big to get this bike to 11,000 RPM. And it's accelerating so fast up to 11,000 RPM. That I'm a bit terrified that I'm just going to smack into the rev limiter and just like go bang with the speed and the power. So that's where I'm nervous, because the second half of the rev range is so fast that you're literally holding on for dear life. I just love this floating rear wheel here. So cool. And this is just a stock exhaust as well. But yeah, so I'm going to try on this closed road we've got here. It's nice closed road. See if I have got the do I have the guts to go to 11,000 at full throttle? That's the difference. There's a difference of being able to get to 11,000 at maybe half throttle or even a quarter throttle. But to get this up to 11,000 at full throttle takes balls so big that you shouldn't be able to get your legs over this. So yeah, it's the real conundrum. Have you got balls big enough to ride it? Well, if you do, you can't actually sit on it, because your balls would have to be so big to ride it at full pelt. Mental. Okay, let's give it a try along a bit of a closed road here. Oh my god. Yeah, popping wheelies. So as we go over, don't want the camera in this position, want the camera much more as far back as possible, about as high as possible. As far as possible. That should be good about there. Okay. Oh, yeah, sports mode, full power. Let's see. Keep your eyes on the speedometer or the tachometer. But yeah, let's give this a try. Helmet down. Gear in. Without helmet. So where can I get in just first gear? First gear. I don't want to kill these birds along here as well. So I'm just going to go. Okay. do a limit there. Let's give it our try. Whoa. Oh yes, got it. Yeah, traction control, really control. Yeah, I am happy to admit I do not have balls big enough for full throttle first gear accelerations on this. I'll do a half throttle up to about 6,000. Oh my god, it's just absolutely terrifying. Let's give it another try. Okay, let's give it another try. Only on a straight, only on a straight. Whoa. But it sounds so good when you're absolutely going for it as well. Something flashed there. I think that means that I did it, but I bottled it a little bit, and then I thought, no, just give it another try. So that was still a sketchy, you know, like a little bit, then a little bit, and wasn't full throttle. But we'll give it another try. I'm gaining my confidence here. Let's give it another try. I'm still not doing full throttle. That was about 3/4 throttle, and then I got a bit scared there and then changed gear. So I'm gonna try last one. Should we do it from a complete standstill? We'll try it from a complete standstill. But I'm scared to do it from a standstill in case I just completely wheelie it. But that would be pretty awesome. I want to do it to the back of this truck. Okay, well I suppose we could find a 0 to 60 here as well. Okay, on a flat road, 110 kilogram bloke. Fingers crossed doing full throttle. We'll give it a try. Right. Okay, 3, 2. I bottled it. I think I bottled it. I don't know, everything goes past so bloody quick that you just don't have a time to actually react. I was leaning really forward because I didn't want to wheelie it. I thought about having a high rev at the start, but then it really bogs down, so there's a lot of just doing standing starts in this is actually a bit of a technical challenge. It's like you're starting the Grand Prix, or the MotoGP, or wherever it is. Okay, let's give this another try. Right, come on. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that was... so good because it kind of wobbled at the front because the front wheel was lifting, and I'm literally holding on, so there's definitely a learning curve that's required for just even standing starts. That was yeah, it was like, oh my god, it's a wee bit wobbly front end, just because because you're losing traction at the front. Yeah, doing 0 to 60s are very, I would say, pretty technically difficult on this, I would say. give it one last one and then we'll call it a day. Okay, don't want to be in second gear or neutral. Okay, 3. Definitely going to be leaning forward for this, so camera up as much as possible. Right, to be honest, I'm going to call that a day because I don't know what I'm doing in terms of I can't look at this because I'm concentrating so much on going straight. I need to go re-watch the video footage of that, but that is more than you would ever need. Yeah, so there's definitely figuring out where the power bands are, how to actually do a clean, like going from 10 to 70, a lot easier than going from 0 to 60. You know, once you've actually got that rolling, a little bit rolling. So yeah, it's yeah, maybe on motorbikes there should be a different speed measurement. You know, cars are always like 0 to 60 or 0 to 62 or 0 to 100 kilometers. Maybe on motorbikes it should be from 10 to 70. That might be because there's so much required in terms of skill and balls and traction, because you've just got one big fat wheel in this. But yeah, there you go, that's what I could get 0 to 60 on this bike around about on a nice empty road in the sunshine. Amazing. Okay, here I'm going for a little ride along a secret road that nobody knows about. Only I know. I think it's this way. Yes, it was. Oh yes, into the sunset, riding into the hills, into the sunset. my god, that is just worth the however much this, I don't care how much this costs. Just, oh my god, that's so good. Oh, into I want to cry, I'm so happy. It's like into the sunset, round windy roads, Oh, take it nice and slow around the corners. Oh, so good. Right, let's get out of here. Oh.